The process to become fluent is never in a straight line. The thing is that, are you able to take that graph up when it comes down? That is the thing. Hi everyone. So how are you doing? What's going on? Everything great? Welcome back to another session of learning English with me. Today we are going to address something really important. I am going to tell you about the importance of challenges while you are learning English. By challenges, I don't mean a 30-day challenge or a 7-day challenge. This is going to be much more deeper than that. This is something that needs to be addressed by every English speaker, but often we do not give any attention to this particular area, that is challenging our learning process, challenging our English, and challenging ourselves. That is the most important aspect. Are you ready for it? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. So let's begin today's session. Before beginning, I would like to say that please subscribe the channel because you get one English lesson each day. Also, like the video and share it with your friends. Now let's begin the session. Challenging. Challenges. That's very important, and that's the topic for today. Challenge your English. Challenge yourself. Challenges are important aspect. Why you need to challenge yourself? This is a big question, and today we are going to address that. First of all, I know at times you might have felt that you're not getting desired results, or you might be feeling low. You might feel like giving up on learning English, or you might feel like there is no progress. The progress is now stagnant, and that is the time when we need to challenge ourselves. What happens is, we are learning English, the graph is always curved. It is never straight. So there are going to be ups, downs when we are learning English, when we are learning to speak fluent English. The process to become fluent is never in a straight line. It's always curved, it's always spiral, it's always zigzag. It goes up, comes down, then goes up. The thing is that, are you able to take that graph up when it comes down? That is the thing. And in order to do that, you need to challenge yourself. That's very important. Challenging yourself is not about taking a 7-day challenge or a 30-day challenge. No, it's much more than that. And I'm going to discuss that in details, do not worry. First, let me address this, that there is no magic pill that can make you fluent overnight. There is no magic pill. Not with me, not with any other tutor. There is no person in this world who has the magic pill to give you that you become fluent overnight. It is a process, and we have to accept that there are going to be ups and downs in the process. The process might seem slow sometimes, you might feel low sometimes, but the thing is that you have to stand up, you have to get back to work, and you have to keep working. Now let's talk about what is challenging yourself. So when you challenge yourself, it doesn't mean a 30-day challenge or a 7-day challenge that you're taking. When you're taking a 30-day challenge, for example, if you've taken a 30-day speaking challenge, a 7-day reading challenge, maybe 10 days of listening challenge, the thing is that, are you still challenging your English? Because you might be doing same thing at the same level each day, every day. And hence, at the end, you don't get desired results. You don't see that much improvement that you should have seen given the efforts you have made. Now you have made so much efforts, and still you're not seeing the results, the amount of results that you want and that you should actually see, because you're not challenging your English. For example, when you have found your comfort zone in English, you're not getting out of that comfort zone. Now you know certain words, they are in your memory. What you do is, whenever you're speaking something, you use same words each time, every time. You have fixed sentences, fixed phrases that you're repeating. When you're reading the same things, same kind of articles, same reading material, same type of reading material, which is not providing you a challenge, that is to challenge your English. That means if you're at A2 level, your English is not getting challenged to reach B1 level. Now you find a way, a comfort zone at A2 level, you're at that level only. You're practicing, you're listening, still you're not improving, still you think that process is very slow, the improvement has slowed down. Why? Because there is no challenge. You need to take up those challenges. You need to read something that is difficult for you to read in order to improve your English, in order to accelerate the process. Now, when you accelerate the process, obviously you will see results. You will become fluent. So the thing is that we need to challenge ourselves in order to give that shock, that is, to break the monotony of the level that we have found. Now we have found a set pattern of practice, set pattern of doing things, and because of this set pattern, we are not improving. In order to break that set pattern, the challenge works as a shock. For example, if you are reading graphic novels or you're reading comic books in order to improve your English, at beginning people do that. I also suggest read children's literature, novels, graphic novels, comic books, but then you're stuck to just those things. Then your English will not improve. In order to challenge yourself, you have to take something which is a bit more challenging in the language. That is the thing. That is challenging yourself. So when you're taking that 30-day challenge, it's just a habit that you're forming. You're not actually challenging your level. The amount of English that you know, the level you have reached, you're not actually challenging that. These challenges are meant for developing your habit. When you're taking these challenges, they work as a medium to challenge your English. So they are actually a very good medium to challenge your English, but they are not challenges. So people think they are challenges, but they are habits disguised. But they actually work as a very good medium. So obviously you can take a 7-day challenge, a 30-day challenge, a 21-day challenge, and during that particular period, challenge your English. Now, why you should do that and how to do that, let's cover these two particular areas. First of all, why you should do that. Why challenge yourself? Why challenge your English? When you challenge your English, your fluency increases. You become more fluent. If you have found a stagnant point, you will become more fluent. For example, if you have found a particular way to speak, now you're making certain mistakes. Now you think that this is the level that you've reached, you might not improve, process is so slow, and you're tempted to give up. But the thing is that you add something to it. Try a different technique, challenge your practice pattern, and hence when you do this, when you change your speaking pattern, when you change the task that you're doing all these days, you have been doing all these days, what happens is your fluency increases because you are exposed to something new. And when you're exposed to something new, it adds up to whatever you had before. So something will get added to that. Hence, taking a challenge increases your fluency. Similarly, it increases your vocabulary. When you challenge yourself, when you're reading something that might be difficult for you, you'll encounter new words. And you will improve your vocabulary will improve. If your fluency is increasing, obviously your vocabulary will improve because good vocabulary is equals to fluency. I have told this time and time again why people are not fluent, because there is this lack of vocabulary. They're not able to find the right words to express themselves. When you have the right words to express yourselves, obviously the fluency will come automatically. Now another thing is that you will learn grammar in context. You will not only learn vocabulary in context, but you will learn grammar in context when you challenge your English. So you learn grammar in context, you will be able to improve your grammar. Also, you will be able to understand native speakers. That is, you might feel comfortable while listening to something in English, while watching a movie. So when you are exposed to English content, you will be more comfortable. You will be able to understand advanced English, you will be able to understand native English speakers, you will be able to understand speeches, interviews, English news in much better way. Now let's come to the third part of this particular session, that is how to challenge your English. Challenging yourself is not that difficult if you once do it, if you know how to do it. So number one that you need to do, first thing that you need to do in order to challenge yourself is get out of your safe zone. Now there is comfort zone and then there is the safe zone. So you need to get out of your safe zone. You have created this particular safe zone that you have knowledge about these words, you're comfortable speaking these particular words, this much English. When you speak this much English, you make less mistakes. That's why you are at a stagnant level, you're not improving, you might not be speaking advanced English or you might not be speaking fluent English. You need to get out of this safe zone, this comfort zone that you have created. Because once you find this comfort zone and you're sticking to this particular comfort zone, you will not be able to improve. It is difficult. I'm not saying this is easy. Obviously, it is going to be difficult. But the thing is that you have to do it. It's your life, your choice. And if you want to improve, you have to get out of that comfort zone. Because once you do that, and within a period of few months, you improve your English, you'll see a huge change. You will feel really good about it. And this will feel rewarding. That yes, now my English is improved. Now I'm speaking really good English. You will feel good from within and you will appreciate the time that you pushed yourself out of your safe zone, out of your comfort zone. Now, when you have to get out of your comfort zone, there's another thing that we have to take into the consideration, which is our step number 2, or you can say point number 2. That is change your mindset. So you have to change your mindset. There are a few changes that you need to have in your mindset when you are learning English, when you're learning to speak fluent English. Number 1, you think that it is so difficult. Now, do not think that it is very difficult. I know this is not very easy. Definitely, it's not very easy. But do not think that this is so difficult that I cannot do this or I can't achieve the fluency. So that mindset you have to give up. You have to give up this kind of mindset that overcoming these problems, it's not possible, or that you speak really bad English or you make mistakes. Often people do that. They give up in between. You don't have to do that. Be patient. Patience is virtue. So there is the saying that patience is virtue. So yeah, patience is virtue. Same applies to learning English. Same applies to speaking fluent English, that patience is virtue. So you need to be patient with your journey and you have to work towards improving your mistakes. Some of the mindsets that you need to adopt. When you're challenging, you might feel uncomfortable. You might think that I'm working so hard, I am working so much to improve my English, yet I'm not still fluent. You might feel like that. But then again, you have to be positive that I will reach my end goal. And why you want that end goal, keep that in your mind. And keep working. That's another thing. Now, these were the behavioral aspects that is related to the way you perceive things or the way you achieve fluency. Now, I'm going to tell you some casual tasks. So now I'm going to give you some tasks, casual tasks. Now, these tasks can be taken up by you. These are just examples. If you have some more things, some more ideas, be free, feel free to follow them. Experiment and see what works for you. Something might work for you which might not work for somebody else. So whatever works for you from all these tasks that I'm assigning, do that. If there's something else, do that. And if you're not so sure about the task, you can just comment and let me know and I'll give you feedback that whether this task will work or not. So you can also do that. I'm always here to help. The thing is that these tasks are, number 1 task is try to use the new words that you are learning. So whenever you are speaking English, try to use those words, the words that you are learning. So do not just keep them in your memory bank. Try to use them. If it's really difficult to use all the words, take 2 words. That these were the words that I learned yesterday. Okay. So for example, this is day 1. You've learned some words. Now on day 2, you have to use at least any 2 words from all the words that you have learned. Try to use them when you're speaking. Try to find the opportunity. Keep them in your mind that when I'm speaking English, I have to somehow use those 2 words. When you'll do that, you'll see that your vocabulary bank will increase. The vocabulary that you speak That is just not in your mind. So your active vocabulary will increase. That is one thing that we need to do. Increase our active vocabulary. So this task will increase your active vocabulary, which will improve your fluency and your level of English. Task number 2. Try watching something in English without subtitles. So whether you're watching a movie, whether you're watching a video, whether you're watching an interview, a video on YouTube, whatever you're watching in English, try to watch it without subtitles. Now, this will make you a bit uncomfortable because we are not so habitual of listening to what native English speaker says. For example, in movies, you might feel uncomfortable listening to slangs and some of the informal words that they use, which are not there in the bookish language that we have learned. So the thing is that is the beauty. Try to listen, try to understand as much as you can, and then try to rate yourself how much can you understand without the subtitles. It's like testing yourself, and this testing will tell you how much you have improved. All the listening practice that you're doing, is it working or not? So this is a challenge that you can take. This is how you're going to challenge yourself. Now when it comes to reading, while reading, what you can do is you can take something up which will be a level up from yours. For example, if you're at A2 level, take something that will appear difficult to you, the language that appears difficult. Just search an article. Okay, you can either write advanced English article. You will get lots of articles on internet related to that. Otherwise, you go on English news channels and you search articles related to any topic. Then try to read them. Just quickly read 2-3 lines and see if it's easy for you or difficult for you. So if it's difficult for you, I suggest read it. And read it in one go. Do not stop. Try to read everything and then try to analyze how much you can understand. And then try to find the meaning of the new words. Once you have done that, again go back and read the whole paragraph or the article and then see what's the difference. So these are the tasks that are going to challenge your English, that will force you to improve, and hence in turn they will improve your fluency. So that's it for today. That was the session. Now you know why you should take challenges, how you can take those challenges, and you have tasks to set tasks to take up those challenges that I am talking to you about in order to improve your English. So I posted a video recently about all the suggestions that you want to give me. If you have any problem, if you have any query, to suggest me topics, whatever you want me to take. And I got this comment that, ma'am, please make some more videos on grammar. So I want to tell you that I missed out this particular thing in the video, that I already have a playlist. I've made several videos on grammar already. You can access the playlist. The link will be given in the description box below. Plus, do not worry, I will be bringing a complete grammar series soon for all of you, where I'll be making more grammar related videos and I will be uploading them. So do not worry, there are already videos and I'm soon gonna launch a grammar series for all of you. Now I'm gonna meet you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Till then, take care and bye.